Hello and welcome back. If it looks like I'm glaring at the camera today, I am not. It is just very sunny in the sun. I'm kind of trying to stand in the shade, but it's dappled sunlight, so it's kind of getting me in the eyes here and there. Anyway, today is a beautiful day. We also had a really nice day yesterday. So Robert and I came out here and did some work. When I say we, Robert did a lot of the heavy lifting. I did a lot of tractor work, although I did do my fair share of pulling dirt back manually with our hoe. What we're trying to do is, about a month ago, I started digging out this stump. Robert took down a few trees in the yard that were dying. Had an excavator out here in the past to pull all of the stumps that were here when we moved on to the property. The property was littered with stumps.
Pulled out maybe 8 stumps in an hour and a half. Yeah, about 8 stumps, and kind of got a mess right now, but we're ripping and tearing with the machine as fast as we can, and we'll see where we're at for cleanup when we're done.
However, we have had to take down a few more trees since then. It's extremely expensive to bring equipment out onto the property, and this is something that our tractor is just not big enough and strong enough to pull. So what we've done is we've dug down all around the stump, and then basically we're gonna just lop it off below the surface level of the dirt. So Robert has done that, and now I'm gonna work on getting these big chunks of wood out of the way, the big roots that we tore up. I'm gonna get all of that out of there, and then I'm going to fill this back in and get it smoothed over. We have several days of rain coming up in the forecast. Like I said, today it's really beautiful. It's probably about 55 degrees out here, so it's nice temperature for working outside. But we have some areas that are really torn up from some projects that we've been working on. This one in particular, and then also down where we processed all of our firewood this past fall. And we've been working on the burn piles down there. That whole area is a mess. So I really would like to get these smoothed out and looking nice, because in about a month or so, maybe not even that far out, I would like to get grass seed on these areas and get them growing grass. So anyway, that's what I'm going to be working on today. I have been under the weather a little bit lately, so you've been seeing a lot of Robert. I've mostly been sticking inside the house doing projects in there because I hadn't been feeling well. But I am so excited to be back outside and working outside again, and excited to take you along with me. So let's get this taken care of. So that pretty well takes care of it for this area. I do probably need to grab the landscape rake and just rake over this area really quickly to pick up any rocks or tree roots that are kind of sitting on the top there. So I'll do that. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to do that today, because I need to do a lot of landscape raking today. So I think I'm just going to work on smoothing the areas that need cleaned up, and then I'll come back in later and landscape rake, probably when I get to the point where I'm ready to put grass seed down. There's several areas that have where we've either had a windstorm and it's knocked a bunch of branches down in an area that I generally mow, or Robert has taken trees down and I still have a bunch of cleanup that needs to be done in those areas too. So I'll tackle that another day. I'm going to head over to the other spot that I need to work on, and I'm going to work on getting that smoothed out now that this area is pretty well taken care of. There is one small stump in there. However, it's really small. It barely sticks up. And I think I'm actually going to just leave that. I might be able to dig it out with the tractor, but I'm not sure. And it takes so much time and effort. It's really hard on Robert's chainsaw to have to cut, you know, down where it's been like covered in dirt and stuff. So I think I might just leave it. I'm pretty sure if I just set the blade up like a couple inches on the lawnmower when I do start mowing through here, I'm not going to actually even hit that stump. So it shouldn't be an issue. So anyway, I'm going to head down to the other area and get started there. And today we are headed up to the pole barn. I am going to get the lawnmower cart and gather up a bunch of supplies. We are going to go light off the burn pile, which may be the last time for this year. We're getting really close to being the end of burn season. We've gotten rid of almost all of our burn pile. I just have a little bit left to burn, although I could gather up never-ending amounts of stuff to burn. But as far as what's gathered up right now, we've got it just about burned off. So I have lots and lots of projects that I could tackle today, but the thing is, this might be my last chance this season to get rid of the stuff that we need to burn. So we're gonna get all the tools together and we're gonna go light off that burn pile and see what we can get burned up today. So this small pile behind me is what we have left of the burn pile that was like half the size of our house. When we moved to this property, somebody had cut down a lot of trees and there were stumps everywhere. We also had to take down a lot of trees when we moved here. One to create, I think it's called like defensible space around the cabin for wildfires. And then also because we had a lot of standing dead also that needed to come down since those are very dangerous. Anyway, we had two huge burn piles. This one took several years to get rid of, but we actually were able to get rid of it this year, except for what is left here. So I'm going to work on that today. There is a stump that is rooted at the bottom of that pile. I'm hoping I can burn that down enough so that we can smooth the dirt over it. We'll see how it goes. So I have about 5 hours till dark, so we'll see what kind of destruction we can create with this burn pile in the next few hours here. The burn pile is going really well. Can't really see it from where I'm at. You can see it kind of smoking over there. But now what I'm going to do is Robert took down a tree, the standing dead, the cedar that was right next to our house several months ago, and it left like a wake of destruction in its path as it came down. So this area behind me has just been solid little sticks and bark and sawdust and you name it. If it comes off a tree, it was in this area. So what I've been doing is I've been raking those all up into small piles so that I can move my lawnmower cart close to them and then pick them up, because that's pretty much the only way that I can get them picked up. So I've got a whole bunch, probably about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably about 12 of these little piles like this, all in this area. I've picked up about half of them. My cart is about 2/3 of the way full, but I'm gonna get these finished picked up. There is some rock in them, so I think dumping them over on the burn pile will be fine. We've kind of designated that as the burn pile site for the property. Pretty much every out-of-town property you're gonna find there's any amount of property to it, you're gonna find a burn pile where people throw tree limbs that have come down, leaves, whatever it is people need to burn. So we've kind of designated that because it's often out of the way. That is always going to probably be our burn pile. So I'm going to go ahead and get all of this stuff thrown on there while that's burning. And then if it ends up there's a bunch of rock in there and stuff too, that's fine. It'll burn out all the wood pieces, and we get this area cleaned up so that hopefully we'll be able to get some grass growing in here this spring. I'm really hoping to put down some grass seed and see if we can get this looking a little bit nicer, because it is right in front of the cabin. Let's turn real quick. We are right in front of the cabin. This is the first kind of area you see as you pull in, right in front of the house. So I want it to look really nice. So anyway, I'm gonna get cracking on getting these finished, these little piles finished picking up. I have the cats here helping me, so that's nice. So I'm gonna get started doing that.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all.
All right, I think that does it for tonight. The burn pile is still going. There's still a good amount on there. I'm just gonna let it burn down for a while. We still have a couple hours before dark, so we'll just let that keep burning. I'm gonna head inside and rinse some of the smoke smell and the ash out of my hair and get cleaned up for the night. We got this area behind me all cleaned up. We also got that area right there where we cut that tree down. You can see it's kind of orange. There's a lot of sawdust and stuff there. We got that a little bit cleaned up. There's more to do. I picked up all of the branches and sticks and whatnot, but I think that I need to go through with the leaf blower, but it's pretty compacted from the rain, so I think I'll probably tackle that another day. Like I said, it's getting a little bit late, a couple hours till dark though, but I'm gonna go ahead and get cleaned up, and I think I'll call that for tonight. So I think that'll do it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you being here. Take care, and we will see you next time.